All right, we have this sheet out. We have this sheet out. Excellent. If I can, I think I can look at this. Our first objective, which I've put on Schoolagi, it says this. I can label the horizontal axis using degrees. I can label the horizontal axis using degrees. So you've all got this sheet in front of you. You're not writing anything on it. Maybe you could write your name on it. That'd be a fine thing to write. All right. Horizontal axes are right here, and I am making the marks on the darker marks that you have. All right? There are two ways, well, there's actually many ways, but there's two common ways to mark these, I'm gonna have trouble today. There are two ways to mark these. One way would be going by 90s. You're going by 90, by 90, by 90, by 90. That's one way. I'm going to choose today, let me see. I'm going to choose to go by 45. So please look at your unit circle. All right? So I want you to go 1/4 of the way at a time. We're speaking in degrees. Let me try to be helpful up here. I'm talking about the ones in the middle and then on the top. Would you please, including Gavin and the rest of you as well, say 0 degrees? 0. Okay, next. 45. 135. Okay. Would you please, going out to 360 if you can, on your top graph, label 45. Next one over 90. And you don't need to put degrees. It's awesome to label, of course. However, when you see 45s and 90s in trigonometry, what it does is it implies that we are in degrees. All right. So those of you at home, you are writing like that, going out and out. Can we get to 360 or do we come up just a little short of 360? I don't know. Did you get to 360? Okay, cool. Now would you please go the other direction and go with the negatives? And please go with the negatives, all right? So negative 45, negative 90. Same numbers, just in negatives. 180.
Like on the same lines?
Going in the other direction. So here was you're going now, and now you're going to go out to negative 360 out that way. Perfect question. 90, 135, 180, 225, 270, 315, 360. I believe, yes, they do fit on that graph all the way to 360. All right. Good. That's awesome. So proud of you. All right, we're off to a good start. All right. Now, I'm going to tell you this today. On the vertical, that's the up and down axis, I am not going to have you go above 2 or below -2 today. All right? So each of those dashes going upwards can be worth a half. So up and down go half, 1, 1.5, 2. You have to know that information before you know what to do. You know, if I said we were going up to 4, we would have to make those go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going half, 1, 1.5, 2, going up and down. And then we're doing the same thing going in the negative direction. All right. Look at your neighbors if you need help. All right. So what we should have is this going 135, 180, 225, 270, 315, 360. Say yep.
Yep.
And it should be the same numbers in the negative going the other direction. And you would not have known this until I told you that today we're not going to go above 2 or below 2. And you can see that, well, if we're only going up to a 2 at the highest, if I go by halves, I got half, 1, 1.5, Sound good? All right. Your next task. On the graph below it, we are going to label the horizontal, no, I'm on the second graph, using radians. If your brain can do it, awesome. So we're on another graph now. Instead of 45 degrees, you can look at your unit circle, or your brain can remember what 45 is. What is 45 degrees in radians? Pi over 4. So what you are doing now on the next graph, instead of 45, you're looking on your unit circle and saying it's the same thing as pi over 4. What's 90 the same as? Pi over 2. So would you please now on the other graph, you can look at your unit circle and it can remind you what 135 is, what 180 is, what 225 is. You know, what is even better is if your brain can make that connection without looking. But we're okay if you need to look at the those at home, that's what you are doing. That's what you're doing. And please go the negative direction as well. We are going to be using the backside. If you've made a blunder, please go back to my desk and get another one of these if you've made a blunder. All right.